Hello, I'm Cliff Golden. I'm here to say a few words about Craig Bergren. I've known Craig since he was 11 years old, through Troop 33 and the Boy Scout program. I've seen Craig do a lot of things in that time period, and I thought I'd just start out by showing you a few of those things, give you a glimpse of some of his scouting activities.
Chinbogota was a location in Wisconsin. It was our scout camp, 500 acres. Campsites were secluded in the woods. You could walk a mile across camp. It was centered around Baker Lake, which was a great source of fun. They had campfires during the week that would have the staff interacting with the campers. It was a good time. Craig attended the 1973 National Scout Jamboree, which was out in Idaho next to Lake Pendorley. Troop 33 sent 13 scouts and 2 adults. There was a lot of things to do. 40,000 scouts attended. We had arena shows. The closing arena show was hosted by Bob Hope. In 1974, Craig undertook the first of 2 trips out to Philmont Scout Ranch in New Mexico. That includes a 12-day program backpacking through the mountains, going from camp to camp, and each camp would have a unique program to take part in. Craig was able to climb the Tooth of Time and climb Baldy Mountain to watch the sunrise. In 1975, Craig took part in a wilderness canoe trip up in the northern Highland State Forest of Wisconsin. There are a number of lakes that are connected by small creeks, or the lakes are very close to one another. You can portage from one to another. We paddled between 40 and 50 miles while we were there, and everyone had a great time. Craig made his second trip to Philmont Scout Ranch in 1976. He was the oldest scout. This would have been after he just graduated high school. And again, he did a 12-day program, backpacking through the mountains and all the different activities that were there to be had. So that was his last major high adventure trip with the troop.
So those were some of Craig's activities in scouting. And of course, he did a lot more weekend activities and day trips and service projects, etc. One of the things I'd like to say is he had a major effect on me and what I do. In November 1976, the current scoutmaster had left for a job in another city. Craig was still working on Eagle, and the troop would not be able to function without a scoutmaster. They asked me if I would do it. Initially I said no, because I was a full-time student and working 20, 30 hours a week. It just didn't seem to fit into that equation. Plus I didn't want the responsibility. But they asked me a second time, and then I realized the troop would be no longer functioning if they didn't have a scoutmaster. I didn't want to see the troop die. There were some positive reasons for doing it, but the critical deciding factor was really Craig. Craig was working towards Eagle, and without a troop, that opportunity is gone. He has 4 older brothers that are all Eagle Scouts. It was important to him to become an Eagle Scout. So I worked with him for the next year as Scoutmaster. Craig completed his Eagle Award. It was presented in June of 1977, and it was a positive experience for me, more than I expected. And I continued on. much due to the fact that Craig was the oldest scout. He had a lot of good leadership traits. People respected him, they followed him, they believed in him, and he had a special talent for seeing humor in just about everything he did. So that was really something that changed things for me. I've been a scoutmaster for the past 45 years, and there were 82 more Eagles following Craig, and hundreds of boys that have been involved in Troop 33 that might not otherwise have been. Craig was a critical factor in me continuing, and I thank him for it.